Welcome to the CasualCast. Episodes every Sunday on YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. And now, your host, Casual Savage.
Welcome back to the CasualCast, a podcast which you can be a part of. If you would like to be part of the podcast, simply contact me on social media and tell me a topic. Today, I'm joined with BBHAXS.
Hello.
That is the best introduction ever. So yeah, just tell the people what you do.
So basically, I on my channel I try and make comedy and entertainment videos, mainly like rants on Mondays, and then on Fridays it's either a review, a tutorial, or something along the lines of a gaming type video. And every now and again I bring a short film. I released one last week called Missing.
Oh, that's good. I want to watch it.
It was pretty cringy, if I'm honest with you.
So today we're going to be discussing a hot topic right now, which is YouTube's new monetization limits, where you will now need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within 1 year. Now, the first thing we're going to be talking about is, why do you think the smaller YouTubers are upset? What's the main reason?
Well, as for me, I have 696 subscribers at the time of recording this podcast, and obviously when the 30-day grace period's over, I'm going to lose my monetization because I have the right amount of watch time, but obviously I don't have 1,000 subscribers. I think what most small YouTubers are upset about is the fact that they're losing subscribers, not losing subscribers, they're not making the money. And I'm pretty sure you need monetization to be able to do things like schedule and do things like that. But I'm pretty sure when I read up on the blog post that YouTube posted, they said you don't actually need monetization, which is good.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Yeah, I remember when I first started my channel and I wanted to schedule videos, it said I had to set up monetization.
I remember that.
But obviously, if people are losing it, they're obviously losing out on their money that they've earned. Now, yeah, like they say, it's not a lot of money. It's like a small amount, but it's still money that they've made, if you know what I mean. Like, even if it is a smaller amount, it accumulates over time.
I see where the smaller YouTubers are coming from, but then I'm thinking it's probably less than $1 a month.
Yeah, obviously, with being in the UK, it's pound, and
it's less than a pound. It's probably at 50p, 40p.
Probably is, yeah. But if you were to do YouTube for say 2 years and you're making, say, like you say, 50p a month, that's, oh god, I can't do maths. it's a couple of quid after like 2 years. Yeah, it's still not enough to reach the threshold, but it's still their money that they've earned. And knowing YouTube, being YouTube, they'll probably put ads on your videos anyway, and you just won't make anything from it if you're a smaller YouTuber, which would annoy me. It's like when you get like demonetized, they still put ads on it, but you're not making anything from it. So I don't see how that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. So has it demotivated you in any way?
It has, but I was never in it for the money anyway. I was doing it because it's a hobby of mine. I love cameras and I love editing videos, and that's how I found you, through your Sony Vegas tutorials. But obviously I moved from Sony Vegas to Premiere Pro. But it has demotivated me in a way, but I've not been making any. I've not got the money that I've earned anyway, so I am losing out in a sense, but I'm not, if you get what I mean.
I think this should actually motivate smaller YouTubers, because now they actually have a limit they need to reach in order to make money. Usually it's just upload, you get a few pennies here and there.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, where you're saying you, obviously, yeah. But in a sense, people will think it's too hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, because I know for me it's been really difficult. I've been doing YouTube since, well, on this channel since September 2015. I'm really grateful to be where I am, but like with channels before that in the past, I got to 50 subscribers, which is when I was in your Snapchat Q&A, which is really embarrassing.
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, but it's just, it is quite motivating, because you know you have to get there, but it is difficult to get there.
I also think this has shown which smaller YouTubers were in it just to make money.
Yeah, I think it is going to filter out the people which are like that, but obviously, if say somebody was to start a YouTube tomorrow, they'd think, right, all I have is say like my iPhone, and I don't know, I have like a lamp from IKEA for say, but they'd think, well, I'm not either going to reach 1,000 subscribers or that sort of watch time, so there's not much point me doing it, which I think will...
Then again, look at Justin Bieber. He started off on YouTube, he got the exposure, and that led to, what, $1 million contracts.
Yeah, true. I don't understand how anyone can like Justin Bieber, but I guess that's a discussion for another podcast, I guess.
So it sort of brings us into our next topic. We've literally covered it a little bit. How does this help smaller YouTubers?
I think, like you say, it helps motivate them, but if obviously they are doing it for the money, then it helps other smaller creators because they have more. There's not as many people doing it because then the other people that are doing it just for the money aren't making the money, so they go away. So there's more opportunity there. But
I think this will also mean that the smaller YouTubers, there's going to be a better chance of them getting exposure because people won't want to spam terrible uploads to get to where they need to be.
Yeah, they want to make high quality content so they can get to where they need to be able to get what they need, sort of thing. So yeah, it would help smaller YouTubers, but at the same time, like I say before, it is sort of going to put people off, but not as much as people think it is. It's making me want to get bigger, which I did. Obviously, I wanted to anyway, but it's given me a kick up the backside to try harder.
I think that's the main reason. People shouldn't be complaining like you're taking away our money. It's probably 50p, less than $1. You can literally buy nothing for that nowadays. So there's no point complaining about that. You should literally just take it as motivation.
Yeah, unless you're me, and then you're just like, oh, when I get £1, I'm going to buy a big bottle of Dr. Pepper. You know, I genuinely think I'm addicted.
Poundland, Dollar Tree.
Pound.
Now, so since the news came out, a lot of the big YouTubers have been siding with YouTube. I don't mean like my size, because I don't consider myself a big YouTuber, but I do side with YouTube with the decision they made. But people like PewDiePie, biggest person on the platform, Keemstar, quite a few other people which I don't know, they have all stuck up for YouTube. What is your thoughts on their comments?
I would personally say I don't understand why you're backing up YouTube, but at the same time I do, because obviously they're not losing anything from it. They're still going to be making the amount of money that they've been making all the time.
But what about PewDiePie? I remember his tweet. He said he didn't earn any money until he reached 25,000 subs.
Yeah, but think about how long of a time ago that was. That's probably been what? I don't even know, because I've never really followed PewDiePie. But that would have been many, many years ago when YouTube wasn't as big as it is now.
But that's the risk he took as well. He didn't have to start on the platform.
That is very true.
And he did it out of hobby.
Yeah, that's true. So obviously he wasn't in it just for the money, so he wasn't too fussed by that. So obviously it was his choice, and he obviously made the right choice, because think about it now, how much money he's earning. He's easily able to live for the rest of his life if he never uploaded a video again, sort of thing.
Now, I actually don't think this will hurt smaller YouTubers, and the reason for that is because if you're talented, say you're a singer, for example, musician, the main thing you want is exposure, and YouTube's still a platform to give you exposure.
They don't seem to give very many people very much exposure. I don't feel that I've had any exposure with my content. Then again, it could be because what I do could put them off, but not all my videos are demonetized, so I don't understand why they don't promote me. But it's there. If they are going to promote you, then it is better, because there's less people to have to promote, because obviously they don't have to promote like the spammers or the people that are in it for the money. So I guess you're right in what you're saying there.
So do you think this could hurt YouTube itself?
Originally, I thought it would. I thought it would push quite a lot of people away, but judging by it now, it's not, because at first I thought all the small creators were going to be like, sod this, let's go somewhere else.
Well, there's still a lot of people who are like that.
Yeah, but thinking about it now, like you say, it's just going to clear up all the rubbish.
Yeah.
Like the people. So it's not gonna hurt them as badly as I thought it would. I think it is gonna get them some bad publicity, but not as bad as what we first made it out to be.
So I think at this moment in time, people can't run to another platform. YouTube's bigger than everything. Vimeo, it's up there, but it's no way near as big as YouTube.
Yeah, that I agree with. I've never used Vimeo. I know people who have, but I didn't think you could get paid through Vimeo, so obviously...
Vimeo also has a paid version. There's a certain limit you can upload each week.
Oh, well, that'd be why I've never used Vimeo, because obviously I'm a very tight person. I don't like spending money, especially when it's going to somebody that I don't even know, sort of thing. So.
Do you think there'll be people less motivated to become a full-time YouTuber?
I do, because the people, like I say, people might have the mindset as, I can't do this because obviously I don't think personally that I could ever get to 1,000 subscribers. So then they'll think, oh, well, is there much point me trying as hard? Then when I can get a job and get more money and then pay for the stuff to make higher quality videos.
That's when it comes into their mindset that they're obviously in it for the money.
I don't think it'll become less popular, but it could do. Obviously, everything's got a chance, but it's not going to be as widely as because think about it. There's billions of people. There's millions of people that use the site every day. Maybe
uploading every day as well.
Yeah, there's lots of hours of content uploaded to YouTube in there. So I don't think it'll become less popular. I just think people might be like, I can't do this sort of thing. Not less popular, just they can't. Because again, it's all about mindset. If you think about it.
So, are you against this? Would you say, or are you for?
I would say I am against this change. Because
okay, if you are against it, what would you prefer YouTube to do?
I wouldn't say 1,000 subscribers. I think this is more just because I obviously don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I'm below the threshold. So I would say personally, I think maybe 500 subscribers. Obviously, because I'm older than that. Or I wouldn't say 100 because obviously that is still a bit too low. You can get there, obviously with a bit of determination, but it's harder to get to somewhere like 500 or 1,000 obviously. I got a shout out through livecounts.net. I was featured on their homepage back in October, so that's why I am where I am, so I'm grateful for that. But if without that I wouldn't even be above 500, so I would.
So you would only want YouTube to lower the amount of subs?
Yeah, the watch time I've only got the 4,000 hours because I uploaded a video last summer, when all the Sidemen beef were going on. I basically just stripped all the videos off, said they were in order, put it as one video. That's got like 50,000 views plus. So people are wanting to see them all, and they couldn't be bothered searching through YouTube, so they just watched my video. So
that's another thing, though. Another reason why they've added this is so people can't take content from people.
Yeah, true. But I've got the watch time, which I think probably by this time next year I probably won't have, because I don't, unless I get somewhere this year, which I hope I do, and I really want to try my hardest to get. But I could lose the watch time because it's for the last year, isn't it? So
yeah, it's each year.
So when it gets to like summer this year, if not as many people have watched my content, then I watched it for the amount of time that they need to, then that could go away as well. But one question I have is, when you say if you do have it one year and the next year you don't, do you lose monetization?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I don't think it would be fair though if you do lose it.
It'd annoy me, and I'd probably complain, but I'm the sort of person that would complain about anything, sort of thing.
So what's your overall opinion on this YouTube update?
In my opinion, I think it's going to help smaller people like me, but at the same time I just think they could have not done them as strict. But it's not strict, but it is, if you understand what I mean. It's obviously the hardest goals to get, and because I think my mindset is becoming because of the fact I don't have the threshold yet, so it's upset me in a way. I remember when I got the email the other day, I just thought, well, they're not trying to royally screw me over, are they? And I was just like, it's not really fair that I've tried really hard and they're just going to take away my ability to actually make something from this. But when, obviously, I do reach the threshold at some point, maybe in the future, if I do, then I can turn the monetization off, but on. But think about it, all the videos are up, so they've got the views, because my life cycle for a video is pretty short, so they've got all the views, and they're not going to get very many more. So then I'm not going to be making anything from the videos I've done while I've not got monetization, so that's going to annoy me in a way. So say I get my most popular video, well, monetization is off, and I can't get anything, it stopped getting views, and then it's just going to be like off-putting, because I know I can't make anything from it because it's not being watched while monetization is on, because nobody saw the ads. So,
well, I don't think that would matter to you, because if you're getting a lot of viewers on a video, that could equal more subscribers, which means more active viewers.
True.
And then your future videos.
Is this all coming because of what happened with Jake Paul, do you think?
Oh, Logan Paul.
That's the one. I always get the two confused now, but every time I've done the video, I've said, or mentioned it, I've said Jake Paul, and then I realised, oh wait, no, Logan, and I've said it.
I think, I don't know actually, because it's to do with monetization, and Logan's was to do with clickbait and showing a dead body.
But didn't advertisers say, like, the big companies think, we don't want people seeing our, say for example, I don't know, Coke, they don't want somebody to see an advert for Coke and be like, oh yeah, right, fancy a can of Coke, and then go onto a video, Jesus Christ, he's dead, sort of thing.
But they have only put that threshold, haven't they? Which is 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subs. Logan Paul's easily got that, so it's not going to stop him from uploading it again, or anyone bigger than that.
Yeah, I think personally, that sparked something in YouTube's head. But I don't think it was completely to do with that, because according to Susan, she said that she'd been thinking about it for a while, but it's could have been, sort of thing.
I think it is. They have been thinking about it for a while. They probably put it out quicker than they needed to, though. That's what I think.
Yeah, just because of what happened. I thought.
So when does it actually start? Is there a notice?
I think it's 30 days, so I think it's on the 20th of February. I'm pretty sure it's around about the 20th of February when the grace period's over, which is when I will lose it, which is quite sad, but oh well.
But then again, if you're enjoying it, it won't stop you.
Exactly. It's like my vlog channel. I've been doing daily vlogs since, well, technically February last year, but then I deleted the ones up until like May. I've been doing that, and that's not got that. Obviously, before they changed the regulations, it doesn't have 10,000 total channel views, so that was never making anything. But I've still done it every single day. I'd have not missed an upload.
That just shows though that you are enjoying it.
Because like I say, I love cameras and I love being able to be creative. So I love the fact that I can pick up my camera every single day, talk to it, and even if it makes one person smile, it makes me happy knowing that I've made somebody else smile, because obviously that's what I want to do. I want to make
and
people
even
happy.
If you're getting one viewer,
Exactly.
It just means at least one person's bothered to watch your video.
Yeah, knowing me, it'll be somebody watching it from a school to take the mickey out of me, but you know.
Or maybe it's your own view when you click on the video to see the comments.
Or to put the end card on or something. It'd be my luck, that. And I always get one dislike. There's always one person who dislikes every single one of my videos, and I know for a fact who it is, but I can't say anything because...
So, do you have anything else to say about the update?
Anything else I'd want to say? I'd like to say thank you to you for letting me come on your podcast.
No problem. I want to say thank you for taking the time to come on the podcast.
It's alright. Thank you very much.
One more thing to actually talk about with the new YouTube update. Do you think this has any sort of impact on the bigger YouTubers?
I don't think it'll have any sort of impact on the bigger YouTubers, because obviously if they've already got their 1,000+ subscribers and the 4,000 hour watch time.
In a good or a bad way, is there anything that impacts them?
I think it would probably be a good thing, because then they'd be like, yes, we're getting rid of the smaller ones. If, like, say they have the mindset that the smaller ones have, sort of thing, they might think, oh yes, they're making it so smaller people won't want to do it, so
I think
get more audience.
What I've noticed though is the smaller YouTubers tend to clickbait more than the bigger YouTubers.
That is very true. I'm gonna admit, hold my hands up, I have definitely clickbaited a couple of times to try and lure in the viewers and sort of thing. When monetization we're on, try and get some dollar, but you know.
Oh yeah, so I think it's a good thing for the bigger YouTubers. Like I mentioned earlier, YouTube done this to stop people copying other people's videos. Like, you see so many uploads of the same video, but not from the actual real channel. And
that
then people are just fishing or farming views, and they're able to monetize it. And even if they get disliked, it's not really going to affect them. They're still getting money from it.
But if you think about it, once they've reached the threshold, they can still do that, and they're still going to make money from it. So it's not necessarily going to stop that.
Have they taken away that one? Because they had one recently as well, where you had to apply to monetize, and then your channel gets reviewed. I think it still gets reviewed, doesn't it?
I think what they're doing with this change, they say that when you do apply to be monetized, when you reach the threshold, because it'll like notify you in like your creator studio, it'll say you are now eligible for monetization. They have a person that checks it.
Oh,
like,
yes,
there's actually somebody who watches it.
That'll be okay
checks.
then, because then if it is just stolen content, they have to deny it.
That is true. Oh god, I'm scared now. I'm not deleting my most popular video just so I can get a couple of quid, sort of thing.
Well, that's just one video. I'm talking about if your channel's just dedicated to
every single one of them is just. I guess there is people like that, and I hope that YouTube do sort that out, which I think they are going to do. I think this year they're going to crack down really hard on bad eggs, sort of thing. So
especially since all that bad press YouTube got from Logan.
Yeah, it's just spring cleaning it. They're getting rid of all the dust and the dirt that they don't need.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say about this new monetization?
If you're a smaller YouTuber and you're thinking that they might change it, they're not. They're gonna stick with this. And knowing them in the future, they'll make it even stricter. They'll say you have to have like 10,000 subscribers and like 50 million bloody minutes watched or something like that. And then you're just like, nobody's gonna use YouTube.
I think one thing I have to say to the smaller YouTubers watching, don't get demotivated by it. Use it as motivation to actually work harder and make sure you're enjoying it. Don't try and work harder just so you can get some paid, because even then, when you eventually get paid because you reach the threshold, it's still going to be like, maybe you're probably going to go from $1 to $2. It's not going to be a huge difference. So just do what you enjoy.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, so this has been Casual Savage, and it's also been
BBHAXS.
A link to his channel will be in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next week. All done.
And that's a wrap.
That is a wrap.